going on, everybody? Look at this, guys, online. Yeah, buddy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Man, I can feel it today. I'm not gonna lie. And the music is loud. And I don't care. We did some Brabus today, guys. I was driving the Brabus. Holy crap. Let's do announcement, yeah. What's up, Michael? What's up, Lazar? LDM, Lars, of course. And all the rest of the boys of that Peaky Blinders. What's going on? God damn it. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little bit sick, but I'm actually not sick. But I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. Osama Ibrahim. Welcome. Welcome. Wait, so many things going on. Are we live on Twitch? Yes, we are. That's good news. How can I pause this thing? I can't. How can I click this? What else going on? Yo, what's up? GV version 2. Welcome. Wait, what are we gonna do here? I need to decouple the chat. Can we fucking close this music? Yeah. How can I decouple this thing? Look at that. Alright, that's good. Delete. How to learn a new programming language, huh? Did you drive the green M3? No, man. No, I changed my mind. The problem is the M3 that I saw, the problem with the M3 that I saw, it's not basically BTW. It's like a tax in Belgium. And if I'm gonna buy it with the company, I need to make sure I can recuperate the tax, which is 21%. I can recuperate, you know what I mean? Which basically means it's gonna be a lot of money. It's probably like 10 to 20k I can recuperate. So I need to find a car that can do that. And if the car is being bought by some kind of a pepega normal human being, I can't. So it needs to be bought by a company, and you know what I mean? It's weird to see a streamer that has way more public on YouTube. I know, guys. The problem is that I started on YouTube, and for some reason it's baddish, and yeah. But I'm actually more of a Twitch person. But that's, yeah, we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see, right? You're one happy family, you know what I mean? We're gonna learn ZIG today. Wait, the music is way too loud, isn't it? I know, it's way too loud. It's way too loud. Yeah, I think it needs to be in the sweet spot. And that's gonna be 40. Man, I cannot even look at me fucking. I don't know. It needs to be here. Guys, what do you think about this volume? What do you think about that? Let me know. Yeah, the music is a little bit too loud. I know, it was an intro, you know what I mean? It was like the show, I came on stage. It was fun. The people were cheering, fireworks and everything. Girls were basically showing their boobs to sign. But it was not. That's why the music was a little bit loud. Actually, to be honest, I need to focus. This music is not a focused music. This music is a hype. A hype thing. I'm a Joyce on Twitch. I like to see that. El Vidente. Turn it up. Just some background noise. All good. Alright. That's why we can call you the GSP. I'm the Johnny Sins, the GSP. I'm a bit of everything. You know what I mean? I'm actually a little bit of everything, but also nothing. So that's the cool stuff, huh? What do you think about Python? I think it's an amazing language. I'm dancing till the sun comes up. We're gonna take something else because if you want to program and you want to focus, something you need to do is basically take some instrumental music. Huh? EDM, for example. If you can ZIG, Can you also ZAG? Of course. Good sound for the deaf homies. Benjamin Beganovic. What's up, man? Welcome to the Peaky Blinders. Alright. Ada. What the fuck is Ada, man? What's Ada? Ada. I drink too much limonada. Damn. I need to put my phone away. Alright, focus, guys. We're gonna sorry, it's my ADHD. It's like, it's crazy. I was already somewhere else, but not here. Okay, what did I do? I basically installed ZIG, right? I installed ZIG. And it was a pain in the ass. So I came up with this cool thing like ls. So I'm actually, look at this. Look at that. I'm actually in here, right? In the ZIG install folder. I downloaded that thing. I extracted it, you know, into this ZIG folder, right? Which is this folder. Wait, what's going on here? Which is this thing. And then it was complaining about paths and directories, and we don't want to deal with that. So I just came up with this, and I made a code folder into this thing, and now we are here. So now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna touch a main.zig, right? And then we're gonna go in this main.zig. I never touched ZIG in my life. It's a virgin. I'm a virgin. I need to deal some. Alright. So I'm a ZIG virgin, right? Virgin, not version, virgin. So how would we learn a new language? That's a good question. If you already have programming experience, you can do whatever you want. If you don't have programming experience, don't learn ZIG, right? It's simple as that. Yeah, LNS, yeah, Michael, I know. But I don't want to deal with that, so I just did it like this, right? So std import thingy, and then we can do, what is this? I want a hello world. Get started. Look at that. For the blind homes. What is this, man? You see, I don't like this. Get started. Damn, they are setting me in circles, man. What's going on? ZIG. Hello words. World. Yeah. Alright, let's start with the beginning, right? So if I'm gonna learn a new language, what I'm gonna do, I wanna do a couple things. I wanna know how to make a struct, how to make an array, how to add stuff to an array and all that stuff. This basic thing, and then we're gonna see how, what I always do, because I'm more of a network engineer is not the correct word. I'm just like an engineer, but maybe we should try something with TCP. You know what I mean? If you can do something with TCP, it's gonna be GG. You know what I mean? If you can do that, you can everything. How did you get your low-level knowledge, Anthony? I'm pressing buttons. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. Is it a const? std is gonna be import std, and then let's just copy paste, guys. That's what we're gonna do. Can I look at that? This font is huge for the blind homies. Anyway, oh, this is the, I also installed the language parser and everything. And what I don't like is this the Rust thingy also has that in VS Code, right? It's a little bit, it reminds me of the Golang stuff where you have these FMT and then arcs, and it distracts me. Can we do this? Hello, and then that we don't need this, right? Right, like that. And then to compile this, because to be honest, I actually wrote some ZIG in my life. I'm not a virgin, because I did this yesterday to check the compiler, so we don't spend 1 hour on stream copy pasting and making symlinks. You know what I mean? I think we can do something like ZIG run main ZIG. What's going on here? You got to be kidding me, man. Compile error. Did we fucking copy this whole thing? What's going on here? Aha! Okay, I don't know what's going on. It's fine. Copy, paste. Don't ask any questions. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't ask any questions. Should be in... Ah, okay, okay. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. Man, this is crazy. All right. Cool. That's that. The first thing that I want to explore is this. Look, I don't like this. How can I turn this off? Can somebody let me know how I can turn these things off here? It's annoying. Okay, this does not mean... Okay. So I want to actually... Let's go. Let's do the ZIG example hello world thing. I think... Assignment. Right? So, const bool is true. That's good. Type information is pretty fine. So we could do something like this. For example, const foo is going to be a string. Is that true, actually? Is that true? How does it... You see, how can I turn this off? I hate this. In VS Code. Some VS Code scientist need to come and need to fix this, because I really hate that. Right? Some string, right? Can we do that? Unused local constant. Yeah, it's all fine, it's all fine, it's all fine, baby. And how do we do... ZIG format print. It's very complex, in my opinion. What is this? Ah, you do I don't know. What's going to be a string actually? D C formats a byte into an ASCII character. A decimal. And X is going to be... I don't know, man. And I assume we can do this, for example, is it? Something like that. Actually, to be honest, touch make file. It works. We need to do a /n. I don't know. Actually, I know. You see what I mean by just pressing buttons? I have legit no clue. But really, guys, what I am doing, I'm just doing stuff. That's the only thing I do. But now I actually, let's do it again here. First thing I actually noticed is that the compile is very slow, right? But that's, yeah. You see, it's like LLVM shenanigans. Enable inlay int false. The font is really big. Enable. Yes! Thank you very much. Who is this guy? Mayur Sai. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. That love was scary. I know, man. This is my... I know. Slow is quickly fast. Yeah, of course. ZIG, the language itself is fast. Of course, I know. Calm down. Hear me out. I mean, the compiler, right? Compiling this thing. But yeah, it's fine, right? You mean like make and then it's... Yeah. And now we have the output. Some string. That's cool. Something else. I want to see... maybe you need to check bytes, right? Formatting specifiers. We can do this. Var B. I cannot even... integers. Let's go with this thingy here. U8, yeah, okay, I size. Nobody cares. What is this? A U21 and an I42. I have no fucking clue what that is. This comp time thingy, that's something for later because people are very hyped about the comp time thing, and I think it's nice. But first things first. If you cannot write a single thing, I mean, why do you comp time, right? Yeah, D and then U is fine. That's the same like going a little bit, right? These format thingies, floats. Same shenanigans, right? Arrays, that's what we need. So we're gonna make an array. Const, how do we do that here? Const array, we say A is gonna be, let's say for example, are there dynamic arrays, guys? Somebody knows that? Let's do, actually to be honest, 2. 1, actually 0, 1, 2, something like that. 3. I can't, right? That's weird. And how do we debug print the whole shebang, for example, right? If I want to debug this A, how do we do this? Is there something like a V or something that debugs the whole shebang? Who knows, right? A. Let's delete foo here. Let's make. Invalid format type V. Okay, I know. Aha, std array list. Aha, that's good, that's good, that's good. Unsigned, yeah, okay, I see, guys. 42 bits. I know it's weird, right? 42 bits, like, why? Maybe in a very low level environment you need that, but for example, to be honest, guys, if you write a game or something else, what would you write in ZIG? A game, maybe bun. Some note runtime, maybe, huh? I don't know if you need the 42 bits, to be honest. What I want, I'm gonna open up ChatGPT because I'm actually done with everything here. Let's see how smart this guy is, right? How to dump array in ZIG. God fucking damn it! And then it comes with this thing. I don't need that. We can't. IO print, is that even a thing? I think. Yeah, let's go. That's why you don't use it. It's a relatively new language, and GPT is not trained for that at all, right? It can decently come up with good stuff, so don't do that. Been there, done that. Oh, Annie, where's that? That's actually weird. Can we do this? We can! That's amazing. You know what I mean? That's amazing. Okay, cool. So let's say let me quickly see here, guys. This is new territory for me, right? I need to think here. What is this dot? And what is this? This underscore? That's crazy. What is doing this? What is that? Nothing. 3, 4, 5. Is this a dynamic array, guys? Valentino Filippo, GG, you're the best coding YouTuber. Maybe. Thank you so much for the compliment. I much appreciate it. But am I the best? There is no such thing as the best, right? It's like you need to love somebody's personality. You know what I mean? If somebody can motivate you, if somebody can, yeah, then it's good, right? And I'm not for everyone. I know, but that's good, right? That's good. This seems cool. I think, can we do something else? For example, oh yeah, we don't want that. All right, I think this is dynamic. I have no fucking clue, but I think it is, right? Yeah. Infers the size. Okay, cool. That's what I want. Well, it's not dynamic. It infers the size. Okay, I see what you mean. Because I don't think we can. For example, how do we add something? Oh, we have clen. Where is that coming from? That's amazing. So we could do something like, okay. Perfect. Look at that. That's actually, let's do this. 99. It's going to be 1. Yeah, Nice. Okay, cool. Len. It's a bit weird that you just call len here instead of len, but it's fine. All good for me. I'm pretty happy. Very important. We have len, and then we have this a plus plus b. What is that? So let's do this. Let's do boom, boom. Let's do, for example, a 6 here and a 9 here. And then we can do const. Actually, can we do that? It's a var, right? Just use const until you can't. You know what I mean? That's the thing. So I'm gonna say const a. Wow, my throat, man. C is gonna be a plus plus b. Can we do that? And then we just do C here. Make 69. Beautiful. I really like it. What is the other thing? A times 2. I have no clue what it's gonna do. That's what I mean by playing around. You can, but that's from person to person, right? I do not have the focus to read everything here, and to some people can just read books and read, and I can't, and that's my problem. So I just go in the pile of shit with my head first. That's what I do. Right? And what's the best? I don't know. Depends from person to person. More of academic people tend to first read the documentation. Or unorganized chaotics like me, loose cannons, they tend to do pressing buttons and see where they go. Right? So what I'm gonna do is, let's take const e is gonna be a times 2, right? Actually, to be honest, let's do this. Now we don't need to What is that? What is that? Oh, it basically creates 10 more thingies. So you could say like, listen, I want to fill this up with zeros, and I need to find, and I want to have, for example, 100 zeros in this array for some reason. It's going to be this, something like that. Or I want to initialize it with ones. It's going to be ones, something like that. No? Did you see the Primogen reaction? Not yet. I think you should give ZIG links. It's a broken program that you can fix. Yeah, the thing is that I don't think I'm strong enough. Strong enough to fix these things, guys. Not gonna lie. God fucking damn it. Yeah, okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, that's arrays. That's fine. How do we add some stuff here? Oh yeah, you type it here and then, okay. What is this? 4DLM? This is a for loop. Should we check that? Let's do 10, 4. What is that? Val? I don't know if, I don't know what I'm doing. And then you have this thing. What is that, man? I'm gonna copy. I think its syntax is kind of weird, but that's normal. Right? If you're not used to it, everything is weird. You know what I mean? It's like the first time you shave your balls, it's gonna look weird. You know what I mean? Everything is gonna look weird. Val. What is val? Nothing. What is the? Oh, it's the array. I see. So yeah, okay. Now I got it. Now I got it. std print. Can we do that? Make. We can't. Debug maybe. I'm just trying. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, cool. That's how we do that, right? This is the lm, the value, basically, right? I would call it the value, right? Okay, cool, nice. Sounds good. Can we do something like val, something else, something like this, like an underscore for no reason at all? No, we can't. Okay, for loops. Next, how do we append? Actually, somebody had weird analogy. I know, but that is what it is. The first thing I can come up with. Somebody said something. Let me see. The std array list. How do we do that? How do we import that? Std array list zig. Ooh. Wait, we have std heat, right? So that basically means we can do an array list is this thing. We copy that. Let's do it here. Let's make a big mess. What can we do here? Array list. What is that? Ah, yeah, that's what these allocators, right? And that's these. Yeah. That's the Ziggy. I think I like that, but it's like I said, guys. This is already advanced, right? You stop doing this. You're not gonna write Zig for your fucking pleasure. You know what I mean? It's not, oh, I'm gonna write something in Zig just because I like it. I don't think that's the case. You really need to have a good use case and able to use this language. So we're gonna say here, we're gonna init it with, for example, U8s, which are bytes, right? And then we can say initialize within allocator, which is this test allocator, I think, something like that. And that's gonna be a list, of course, a variable because a var and not a constant. And then we can say list.append. And then it's gonna be, what's going on here? Just characters, right? Chars in Golang, runes. 2024. How long is it? How old is this language? 4 years, 5 years? Still semicolons, man. Annoying. AGG. Annoying. And then let's print this list. Can we do that? Okay. Cannot use a testing allocator outside of a test block. Alright. What allocators do we have? Let's search. ZIG allocator bytes. I have no fucking clue what's going on. The std heap array allocator. The general purpose allocator. Why is this? Very confusing, not gonna lie. I think I'm too stupid for this thing. How can we do this? Use of an unclear identifier expect. It is what it is. So you don't learn from the docs. Of course you learn from the docs, but you just go when basically you try to make something and you look up what you need for the thing you're building, right? This thing, yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much time on that because I'm gonna be demotivated, so I'm gonna delete this stuff. The next thing I want to do before we're going to start building something, let's delete this. This array is fine. If we need this array, we're going to come back and we're going to inspect, right? Pretty straightforward with these things. Just this allocator thing. I don't want to. The thing is, we can stream forever. You know what I mean? We can sit here 1 hour, 2 hours figuring out how allocators work. I don't think that's a good idea. Anyway, structures, the file system. We don't need that. Formatting, array list, maybe these allocators. But this is testing. I don't like this because I just want to run my code. I don't want to. Is there actually a struct or something? You know what I mean? Is that zig struct? Strut. Ay. Look at that. What's going on here? Multi-assignment. Actually, we should primitive types. Any error? I don't really like this whole operators. Yeah. Arrays, vectors. What's that? Wait, it's gonna be test vector.zig. Should we do that? Because we see all these examples here. Test main zig. Is that a thing? And if this is not gonna work out of the box, this language sucks, right? How do we run this? Mo! Easy! Did I read the docs? No. Why? Infer. We infer. That's what it's gonna. That's what you need to do. You need to think how maybe it could work, and you try it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Shit, my chat is basically holy crap. What's going on here? ZIG's documentation is a mess. Yeah, it's a mess, guys. It's a mess. It's a mess. But it's fine. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out, right? So now we at least have this testing open. So that's amazing, right? So let me actually see what's going on here with these vectors, right? Vectors have a compile time, no length. Okay, so we have a vector 4 of I32. 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes a lot of sense. The same thing with B. Makes a lot of sense. We make a new constant, C, which is A plus B. Is this going to... Ooh, this is actually amazing. So what it's gonna do... I don't need this. What I want to see is std debug print. It was like any, right? And then we could do this with C. Stop popping up, please, Fiasco. It's fine. It's all good, my man. Shit, now we need to do... Haha. Alright. Make. Clear. Make. 400 views. That's good, man. That's amazing. Shit, it does not debug. You see, this is annoying. Now it cannot debug because it's in test mode. I mean... Wait, I think this can work actually in our main thingy, to be honest. Let's paste this in. Is it a formatter? No, it's not. Yes, there is a formatter. That's amazing. What is this? Const? We already have that. Expect equal. We don't need this. Vector here. Where is this add vector coming from? Basically built in, isn't it? That's amazing. So now we need to go back to this make file. And delete test run and then delete this, right? That's what we need to do. Make. Beautiful. That's actually nice because one more thing we forgot here is slash oof. Slash n. Yeah. Alright. One thing we forgot is basically the slash n. So what these two things are doing, it's basically summing it up. That's nice, right? That's amazing. Can you do the same thing probably with multiplication? Should work out of the bat. Nope. Actually. Huh? I'm confused. I was in the wrong thing. Ay. Alright. Yeah, okay, cool. That works. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, fast parallel vector math based. Probably with SimD under the hood. What do you think? I think it should be, right? I'm not quite sure. You're changing the test file. Yeah, I know. And that's a problem with YouTube, actually. When you say something, it takes 2 minutes before it reaches me, right? But if you're on Twitch, you can directly talk to me in a snap second. Yeah, baby. You don't like Rust? Of course, I like every programming language, right? The thing is that, yeah, you cannot be very good at all of them at once, right? You can't, unfortunately. It takes a lot of years, right? If you JavaScript, Python, HTML, CSS is something you learn on the side from time to time. It's not that you're basically going to be in HTML and CSS and then Python and JavaScript all the fucking time of your life. But after so many years, you basically know it, the ins and the outs, most likely, right? And that's the same thing. The problem with ZIG and Rust is that you probably most likely not going to use these languages for a very long time because they are so specific for use cases. You know what I mean? Structures. Does it actually exist? Right? Pointers. That's something we're gonna slices. What is that? Wait. The Sentinel terminated slices. That's crazy. Guys, you can clearly see that ZIG is not a language for everyone, right? I hope you understand that. Even how nice and how good it is, this language you're not gonna use day to day. Right? I think Rust is even better to use day to day. Rust makes more sense. I'm not gonna say that Rust is better, but Rust is easier to navigate into. Rust does crazy things, I know. And I do not like a lot of things in Rust, but what I see here, man, I can imagine that people are basically, they see this and they're gone. You know what I mean? It's GG. It's over. The ZIG career is closed, you know? I think Odin is even much easier to learn than ZIG. Man, my voice, man, is crazy. ZIG is the most easy to learn low-level programming language. Do you think so? I don't actually agree with that. But maybe I don't have a lot of experience with it, so that could be basically it. I want to see a fucking structure. That's what I want to see. And that doesn't exist. It does. Aha! Const point is struct. Amazing. Let's copy this. Hoppa. Let's do this. By the end of the stream, my voice is completely gone. Let's do let's do a point. That's fine. And after the 2, float. That's good. That's good. Boom, boom, boom. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna print the structure out. Wait, I don't wanna. Can I actually allocate? Okay. And then how do I actually initialize that? That's already like this. Okay. Declare struct. ZIG gives no guarantees about the order of fields. Yada yada yada. It's fine. I agree. Const point is a structure. Boom boom. That's what we have, right? Const point is a structure. Bats. XY. And now what we want to do is this. Declare an instance. Const p is point. I like that. Const p is a point. And then I hope we could do something like that, of course. Semicolon. For no reason at all. I know. But it's probably LLVM bullshit. I think. Grammar. LLVM grammar. Not quite sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. That they all use like Rust and they all use these semicolon stuff, while Go uses its own thingy. To be honest, Golang has semicolons, but they're getting it's getting so what Go does, what you guys do not know, I think I already mentioned this on stream. What Go does, it adds semicolons for you for some reason, right? So each time in Go, if you do something like this, like X is gonna be, let's do this, R is gonna be nil or something. What it's gonna do, if it's tokenizing the code, it's gonna add a semicolon for you internally, and there is proof in the codes, in the source code. I already showed that. Hey, now you have something to brag about in the stand-up meeting. You know what I mean? Because otherwise it's just useless, right? All right, this point. How do we? This is annoying. .x. This is such a weird syntax, but it's fine. It's gonna be 3. And then we can do the same thing for the y. That's gonna be, I don't know, 2, 3. Right? And then we can actually print out the p and make because I didn't save. /n. Let me clear the screen. Make again. What's going on here? Can we please have this new line? Okay. Main dot point x, yes, okay, cool. Weird notation, fine, fine. I think this is a very powerful language, but it has some learning curve, right? Odin is faster to learn. Rust and ZIG are kind of the same. I think maybe Rust is even harder with the bottle checker. You know what I mean? Not quite sure. We're gonna see. What is this? Oof. So structures can have methods, right? It's the same thing. Okay, so ooh, yeah. So you, a little bit the same like you have with Rust and where with function method receivers or function receivers in Golang, right? So let's do that real quick, right? So let's do something like I think it's like this. But guys, let us be honest. Think about the majority of the engineers. If they go through this thing, what do you think the chances are that they're actually going to adopt this language, right? Because most of the people, they have already a job. They write JavaScript, they write React, they write Golang, they write Rust, they write Python. That's all fine, right? We are actually all engineers. We are one big family, right? It does not matter if you write Java or C#. It doesn't matter. And in your free time, we tend to explore, and maybe we choose to explore ZIG. But think about this. How many people are going to stick with this language, or actually going to say after this 2 hours in the weekend or in the evening, exploring this language, how many of them are actually going to say, okay, cool, I'm going to build something with this language? Think about that. Think about it. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know, chat. Let me know. Will you continue uploading videos to Patreon? Yes, I'm working on that. I'm working on something special. I'm working on something very special. Okay, we need to make a move, guys. We need to make a move. Yeah. Okay, that is what we're gonna do. So now we need to make a function here. Pub event init. All right, let's do this. Pub event foo, and then we're gonna say x variable is gonna be, no, we don't need anything. It's gonna be a getter. I'm gonna do a getter. F32. Is it like that? No, it's not. I like that. That is like this. What's going on here? How can I... Wait, this init is probably initialized. I see what's going on. This is probably... Goes in a start declaration. It's true. Anthony, you're a complete moron. How can you even have a channel on... How can you even be... You're a scam. I think init is just a convenience method, right? Like in Golang, you have new x, new that, new this, new yada yada, and then e is probably init, which basically means initialize me my structure. Dot product makes a lot of sense. How do we return? How can we access that? Just self. Which is a point, probably. I like that we have a return. In Rust you don't. I hate that. I think return is very important because you can easily spot where the code stops. That's what I think. But that's my personal opinion, right? It doesn't really matter. Self dot x and then a semicolon. I like that a lot. Cool. Language server all on point. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bun and Tiger Beetle are written in ZIG now. The language hasn't even seen full release yet. I think it's going to be adopted more than Rust personally. Yeah, Bun is written. What is his name? Jacob? No, it's not Jacob. What is his name? Jared. Jared did a very good job writing Bun. Node.js runtime. Seems very good. And I don't think this guy had low-level experience, to be honest. And he did it, which is very nice, right? Which is very nice. Never tried Bun or something myself, but I think we need to move forward, right? We need to move forward. We need to move nodes. We need to move the JavaScript ecosystem into the next stage. You know what I mean? The next chapter, like Snoop Dogg would say, the next episode, right? All right. Okay, that's the structures. Very simple. So what I wanna test actually very fast. Wait, you can also use Andrew Kraftskill. You can also use at this instead of point when you inside of a strict declaration. What do you mean by that? Wait, you mean returns the innermost strict enum function union. Can be useful for enemy size that needs to refer to itself. So is it like that? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I'm gonna just try it out. Who's in another function? Okay. Not quite sure what it's gonna do, but it's fine. Andrew will respond with the guidance, so we don't need to figure it out. Yeah, in Rust you need to have a double declaration. That's true. So one stack is mentioning here that you can basically have your point structure, right? And then you can have your fields here and then your functions here, right? While in Rust you need to do structs thingy and then you need to have an implementation block again, right? You just use it to initialize a self pointer. Actually, to talk about pointers, let's do that. To be honest, I want to experiment with that first. Because structure's very straightforward, in my opinion, and very simple. Yeah, normal stuff. Arrays, cool stuff. Yeah, the thing is, let's do something like I'm gonna call this do stuff. Right, something very simple. Oh man. Let's make it simple here for my brain. I'm gonna say that this is gonna take a p, which is a point. Oh yeah, I need to do a void thingy. That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Just p is fine. Do stuff here. So I'm gonna say do stuff with this point. Let me see. Error is ignored. Which fucking error? I'm already confused. Help me. Bang me. Bang means an error, guys. Apparently this bang means that... I don't know. ZIG bang. This could be... I swear, guys, this could be so... I could be cancelled today. I could be so fucking cancelled if this ZIG bang site was something completely else and use your imagination, it was over. You know what I mean? I was banned on YouTube and on Twitch and it was GG well played for 3 fucking weeks. You know what I mean? Holy crap, man. What the hell? Oh, yeah. ZIG, error, error, bang, whatever thing. Yeah, this is fine. Robust optimal. Where can I find this information about the bang? This should be... Aha! In case the bang may be omitted from the return type because no errors are returned from the function. True. Ah, and this is a try catch. Okay, so no, I get it. So we're gonna delete it. And don't ask any questions anymore. Okay, so how can we do pointers here? Let me see. Because what I want to do is this, right? So I'm gonna do stuff with pointers, with points. That's why pointers are for, right? Do stuff with points. And we're gonna say px is gonna be, I don't know, let's set it to 9069. Let's set it to the devil. It returns a void, but that's perfectly fine. So basically, in a very simple overview, you have a point. X is 1, y is 2. You pass this point into do stuff with point. Do stuff with point is going to adjust the x value to the 666 devil mark. And then we're going to print out the point again. So it should be still be 1 and 2, because I think it's just a fucking thing. It's just, it's not a point, it's not a reference, right? You know what I mean? It's even not working. That makes a lot of sense. I cannot assign to constant. Okay, okay. Aha, but p is a constant here. Aha, we cannot assign it. Amazing. Can we do var p? We can't. Why? Local variable is never mutated. We are in a good spot right now. And this is actually good that we do this. It's actually amazing. It's actually amazing. Why? Because in Golang you can do all that stuff basically. It's gonna kinda hint you if it's a pointer or no pointer, right? You cannot, but you can run into problems in these languages. They basically say, okay, this is a const, right? That basically already means that we cannot do this. It's not gonna compile. It's a bit weird that we don't have any errors, but it's fine. But now it's gonna, if you try to compile, it's give an error and it's gonna say, yo, listen, local variable is never mutated. Yeah, wait, that's not true. I need to save this. Cannot assign to a constant. That's the error I was looking for, right? Because it's a constant, you cannot mutate that. That's amazing in a code base. The same thing as Rust, right? So then you would say like the Timmy, every Timmy here, you know what I mean? All the Timmys, they're gonna say, yo, haha, no problem, man. I'm gonna make it a var. And then it's not gonna work. Why? Why is everybody? What's going on here? Oh man, I'm so fucking. The local variable is never mutated. That's weird because it's mutated here, but this local variable is never being mutated in this scope. You know what I mean? In this block scope. Well, in this scope. So, now we need to look up pointers. You know what I mean? I'm gonna search for this because this is all structure. This is like the most. This looks like a scam website from some crypto exchange or something. It's like, what the hell is that even, man? Holy crap! Oh man, 1 hour. I need to do 1 hour more with this voice. That's why I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? Here pointers. Look at this, a volatile pointer. Click. Okay. Oof. Alignment. I don't wanna. It's fine. We don't care about alignment here, right? Sentinel. Hello 0. Alright. ZIG has two kinds of pointers. A single item and a many item. Okay. I need to sneeze. I need to look in the light. Oh, it hurts so much. It's fine. A single item and many items. Okay, single item pointer to exactly one item. I like that. Many item pointer to unknown number of items. Okay. T must have a known size, which means that it cannot be any opaque or opaque type. That's already, guys, listen. This is already too complex for me to understand. Right? It's already Take strepsils, I know, man. It's already too complex for me, so we're gonna take it simple. We're gonna do this pointer. Where is the syntax here? Dereference of pointers, man. Why is this x const is and y? Man, this documentation is really bad. I mean, listen, I want to be humble and I want to be kind and I want to be everything you, but this is like impossible. D is a pointer. You saw that already. Yeah. If it's that simple, it's fine. But look at this, guys. Look at that. It's just this. Everything is everywhere, man. Can we do this? P is a thing to a pointer. Is that a thing? And we can make it a const. That's crazy. We cannot do that. Can we do... I'm just gonna try to infer. I don't want to read anything, to be honest. It's not working. It's like this. B points. Stop doing this. Can we do that? Do we need to do it here? Yeah, P4 ticks. I know what you mean, but it's just like event foo P point. I know, but it's not about foo here. Do you know what I mean? It's just like telling ZIG that this P is gonna be a pointer to a point. That's what I want to say here. I want to say that. I want to say, hey ZIG, P is a pointer to a point. Like this, but it cannot. Can we do this? P points. It's gonna be endpoints. You got to be kidding me. Is this gonna... No, we can't. Wait. It expected a main point, but found a pointer. God damn it! That's not gonna work. Someone needs to help me. N. P is a pointer to a point equals to endpoint. Initialize me this thing instantly, and that's not gonna work. Actually, to be honest, let's do this, right? Because it's gonna bring problems here for now. Found expected a main point, but it found actually a pointer to a const main point. Somebody P const point. Ah, okay. You see, that's P const point. P pointer const point. This sucks, guys. I mean, it should be much more simpler than that. It should be much more simpler. It's like and X, but X is this. I know. I want a strict. This is what annoys me because it's so much time and they don't have shitty fucking documentation. Const P is const point is okay, I see. Oh, but that's like, oh man. Const P. Yeah, okay. Const P is const P is a pointer, const point and point. Okay. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you so fucking much, man. Don't pointers just work like C? Yeah, it's just like figuring out how you need to declare them and how do you need to hint ZIG what you're doing and I think this is very weird, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Const p pointed to a const. I think you could actually just say like that, right? This makes more sense to me, to be honest. Like p is a constant. It's a pointer to a point. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Okay, now we're gonna do this. It's not gonna work, right? This cannot work. Right? That's nice. Why? Because we say this, right? I probably need to do that at pointer here. And maybe we need to actually hint it's a const pointer. I don't know. Exactly. So it's gonna be this. No. Yes. Oh no. Because we cannot assign. Makes a lot of sense. Why would we have a constant pointer if we cannot assign to it? Now I'm confused. But it's good because it's not gonna work, right? No. The thing is that if you want to figure this out, you're not gonna... The chances, especially in this documentation, are gonna be very, very low. Your chances are gonna be very low. You're gonna figure out... You're gonna find what you need here, right? That's the thing. Because if I click on pointers here, look at that. This is what I got, right? I mean, I got some bullshit here. I don't have any functions where they pass in pointers. It's just like simple tests with some arrays. Of course, what we are doing is makes no sense. I understand. That's true. That's true. Varp, okay, yeah, we need to do it like that. No const at all. So it's gonna be a varp. Okay, but that's the problem we had before. Oh, we can just do this, which makes a lot of sense, right? A varp this. If you want to get a mutable pointer, you need to declare a variable on the stack first. Wait, so actually you need to do something like... But why shouldn't we be able to just set it like this? You know what I mean? It's like, why not? What is this telling us here? It's never mutated. It is mutated, man. Ah, I see. Because you need to do this. Now I see. I don't like it. Yeah, now it's mutated, right? Okay, I see. 1, 0, and then do the same thing for the X. Okay, now... How do we feel about this? I have no clue. Yeah, it's gonna be... This thing is gonna be just a pointer. Mutable, probably, and... No, we can't. What the fuck is going on? I sent you a snippet on how you can do it. Yeah, but the thing is like, it's not about... That's how you learn, right, guys? It's like, I never touched this. It's... The way people learn is very independent and tied to the person itself, right? And... people can send me snippets, and I'm gonna check what people say. I'm gonna try to listen and copy and implement what they say. But it's very good you suffer with this. It's very good that in programming something in a new language or whatever, that you try to make sense out of it. What's going on? What's wrong? Because that's how you learn. That's actually how you learn, right? So if I do this once, now I'm gonna know it for the rest of my life, kinda. That's basically the concept of this, right? But sometimes it tell you what's wrong. Well, but I'm here, right? Here I'm reading this. Missing strict field Y. I already read that. The thing is, we're coming from here, right? We already did this. X.x thing is gonna be 1 0, and dot y is gonna be whatever this thing is. But then it does not make sense to have that. But then it's gonna say, yo, listen, it's never been mutated. And that's why we are using const in the first place. But then with const, we cannot adjust our pointer in here. You know what I mean? So we can hack our way around it and just do this again. And normally, it's the same thing. Alright, this is another thing. Where is that? Expected a type pointer main point, but found a const main. Huh? Where is this const coming from? Is it this thing? Or is it this thing? But this food doesn't really matter because we don't use it, right? varp point and then do stuff with point and just pass in a reference. That's actually brilliant. Is this gonna work? So we say varp point. It's just gonna be a simple point. And then we're gonna fucking say it's gonna be a reference here. That we didn't think about that! That's brilliant! That's what I wanna see. Who is this? P4Tix 0331. You are him. I'm not him. You are him today, man. That's crazy. This is actually how it needs to be. That I didn't... Man, this was so simple and so straightforward that I didn't came up with it myself. Isn't that amazing? God damn. Yeah, this is the same thing. It works in Go, right? Kinda. You know what I mean? All right, we got this, boys. Makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Right. So we have this, but this is gonna be on the stack. Well, we don't know. Probably. We have this function. It takes a pointer and we give the reference here. It's adjusted, and then we're gonna print it out here, and it's adjusted, right? Because we, yeah, exactly how you want it to be, right? Exactly how we want it to be. The question rather is, what happens if we do this? Right? Just experience. We don't know. It's gonna tell us. Declare. Exactly. We didn't declare it. Can we do this? Px is gonna be, I don't know, 0.1. And we do the same thing for y. We can't. No, it wants to have an initialized struct. Aha. Can we initialize it? Something like that? I have no fucking clue. We can't. Was just dreaming. Can we do something like this? I don't know. Maybe an underscore. We can't. I don't know. So it's not gonna initialize itself. You need to do it based. Maybe it can. Maybe it can. Maybe there is some special syntax that can do that. Wait, what's going on here? You can set default values in the struct definitions. Interesting, huh? Something like this. Let's do 5-0 here. Is that a thing? I don't see anything complaining, so hey, let's just do it. You know what I mean? It just works, guys. You see that? I didn't even know it. But you don't need to, because you just try. And as long as the language server is not complaining, it's nice. That's the same thing. It works in a marriage, right? As long as your wife is not complaining, you're doing something good, right? There is nothing wrong. That's the same thing with the linter. As long as it works, it's all good. You can continue doing what you do. Oh, good. Okay. So, structures, pointers, all good. One thing that I want to do is I want to have a name of my point, and that's going to be a string. How do we do that? Right? I don't know. Because we are Timmies, and Timmies, we want to use strings. You know what I mean? And a string is going to be a const u8, a slice, an array of a const u8, like any other language in the world. Amazing. Const u8. We're going to say default Timmy. It's for the Timmies. Is this going to work like that? Just like that? Is that true? Ah, yeah, okay, but alright, okay, fine. You can also do you can also do this. According to the family, according to the specialist here. And it's true. That's crazy. It's basically, okay, it makes sense. We have a point here, so yeah, this infers that. It's fine. It's a little bit the same like here, right? Because this any is gonna, yeah, okay, cool. I get the idea. I get the idea. Damn, I feel so fucking shit. It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. How was your day? Tell me everything. What did you do, man? What were the struggles, the good things? What's happening? I will tell you mine. I drove a 700 HP car today. A Brabus, the GT. I think it was a GT63. It was insane. From a friend of mine. Ah, now I know why so many views. It's this fucking Twitter thing again. I'm literally streaming on 3 platforms at the same time. That's why. Okay, I thought that's good. Let me see how many people are on YouTube. Oh, YouTube. Well, 44. I'm actually streaming. Yeah, I am. GG. Alright, boys and girls, and everything in between of the spectrum. Next step. He's Belgian. Yeah, I'm Belgian. But my voice today, guys, is so fucking bad. Not gonna lie. En mijn kliertjes doen pijn. Nonetheless, we continue the grind. Right? We still focus on the goal. Next, what's next here? So we have a race with, you know, floats, strings, and yada 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 yada. Try catch, we don't care. Merging error sets, we don't care. Invert error sets, we don't care. Optional types, do we care? Optional. Focus. I'm thinking, what peer type resolution? What the hell is that? Type of C. God damn it, man. This compile time thing is pretty nice, but like I said, it's like everybody's focusing on that, but I don't see any use case for it. I mean, I've been programming for 20 years. I never did a fucking meta program in my whole life. You know what I mean? Never. I did one in Rust for a hash type. We had a hash 265 and a hash 128. And I made a macro for it that could. It didn't make any sense. I still have no clue what it did. I just copy pasted it from something and it worked. I have no understanding about it. And of course in C++ or in C we have some of these things, but it's just because the language is so minimal, so you need to do that for some kind of things. Besides that, I don't see any use cases, but there are probably a lot of use cases, but not in my spectrum of programming, so shh, I don't care about this compile time thing. Right, trust me, you don't need it. You can still drive a Ferrari and not using compile time thing ever in your life. But I would give them advice, guys. They need to rewrite this thing, man. They need to rewrite the documentation. It's like, skip tests. I mean, why does this even... Multi-dimensional arrays, okay. Okay, guys, what do I need? What do we need to do? Compile time is very useful for generics and codes you want to evaluate before runtime. Yeah, it's interesting. I know for sure. The thing is, like, what could be a good use case? That's a question, huh? Tagged unions. Okay, B plus and tagged unions. We gotta check that. Alright. Ah, these enums. Yeah, maybe we should check that out, to be honest. Because enums is something I use. P4 ticks. What do you want to achieve? Nothing. We were basically just yapping about, I don't know. I'm gonna check enums. Because this is what it is, right? You try to figure out basic structures. How does that work? Okay, we work how pointers. We know how pointers work. Check. Arrays. We know a bit of how arrays work. Check. The strings, easy. Check. All these types. Check. Var. Check. Const. Check. Easy. That's just the same thing like other languages. Maybe for loops we need to check. We also have had some kind of a for loop. I don't know. Maybe we should inspect that first. And then all these in-depth things is good to know, but you're gonna learn, probably gonna learn these as you go, as you make something, as you're diving deeper into your project, and you need them, right? But besides that, programming is just solving a solution. It's just basic variables, arrays, structures, for loops, and that's it. That's the only thing you need, and all the rest. Try build a linked list. I mean, if I, yeah, I cannot build a linked list. I cannot do that. I'm too stupid for that. Isn't that amazing? Tagged unions. Okay. Again. Andrew makes a very good thingy here. Allocators, right? Because up until now there was no heap allocs in your program. Of course not, right? Because it's so simple. Why would you have the heap? Everything is on the stack, and that's what I thought is going to happen if we have. That's why it probably didn't work. If you want to have a point, but you need to have an allocator in ZIG. I don't know. It's complex thing for me. So let's check that out. Let's first do this thing. Tagged unions, allocators. And then vamos a la playa, and I'm probably gonna die in my seat, man. It's crazy. All right. This is an enum. Okay, not okay. Man, what the hell is that? It's so complex, man, for a simple man like me. Why? Let's do bit or ask. Bit, ask. Yeah, you need allocators to allocate on the heap. Yes, I know that. That's what we're gonna check. You need these allocators. I was doing that, but I couldn't find the decent allocators because I have no clue what it is. Bit or ask. Okay, that's nice. So what can we do with that? You can make a union of this. And then oh, I got tired. What the hell is that? What the hell is this? Yeah. Const type enum. Oh man. The thing is, what is this? This is our own name, right? Because I'm confused. This is just an example of a bad example. Const type is enum. I mean, look at this tagged union. Const complex type tag makes sense. Is an enum. It's your own name. Or is it not? This is confusing me, right? Const type is enum. Const c is type.ok. Wait, can I? Const c is bit or ask.bit. Okay, makes sense. If you want access to the ordinal value of an enum, you can specify the tag type. Const value is enum u2. Ah, okay. Yeah, I see. This is gonna be okay. It could be. It could. Yeah. I see what it is. Makes a lot of sense. Because yeah, boom. Yeah, this is 4-bit. Okay, nice. The 16th then, I guess, or not. I don't know. Where's u4? And you can also override this classic stuff. I like it. Enum, club, spades, diamonds, hearts, and then you can. Okay, I like this as well. And enum can be switched upon. That's what I want to see. Const p is full number. What is it? Switch p. If it's a string, this. Okay, nice. I like that as well. Okay, now these tagged unions. What is this? It's just a name. Famina Dayo. Yes, it's just a name. I didn't actually. It was confusing me, to be honest. Not gonna lie. But now we know. Looks like Rust enums. Yeah, it looks kind of like Rust enums, but I think with Rust, the pattern matching is way better. That's what I think. I think Rust enums are very powerful. And I wish we had that in any language. Not gonna lie. Rust enums are... bellissimo. Union. Ah, okay. Because this is gonna be... a union with different types. That's what it's gonna be. This may be weird to say, but I like the TypeScript enums the most. I like the things that are the most simple. I like the most, and to be honest, you're not gonna love this. But I think Go enums, which actually does not have enums, but I don't know. I think I just embrace to love simplicity. Because Golang is so simple, and I hate it that it's so simple from time to time. Because Go enums, it doesn't have any enums, but it's the IOTA system where you can have some similar looking thing like enums. And it's so simple that it feels good. I don't know what it is. It's like you can, I don't know. I think I need to be more in these languages. I think I need to write more Rust or something, or more of this. So we can enjoy complexity again. You know what I mean? We can enjoy complexity again. So I have no clue what this is, not gonna lie. Const complex type. Okay, is a union of this thing. No fucking clue why. I have no idea what it is. Union. I know what a union is, but is this union a union like we learned it? I don't know. Complex type tag. Okay, is value try expect. I think tagged unions are similar to Rust enums. Yeah, yeah, but a little bit more complex explained. Right? In Rust, it's like you just enum it. You know what I mean? You just put something in an enum and it's gonna work. But here you need to do some more stuff, which makes sense, right? Because it's not a language, and yeah. But that basically makes me thinking, right? Because if we are really honest with each other, but sometimes you need to be very honest with yourself, right? And you don't need to discuss it here on stream, or you don't need to discuss it today, but you need to ask it. I'm gonna open up the door because I don't know what's going on, but it's like I'm heating. Maybe it's... I'm overheating! Oh, fresh air, man. Holy crap. Yeah, you need to understand is my PC is here with camera, my fucking 30 monitors, a fake bad big lamp. It's like insane here, man. And I'm already hot-blooded, you know what I mean? I'm all... yeah. What do I mean is that if I see all of this, right? This is all nice. This is all cool stuff. Not gonna lie, if you, it seems like complex and you not really know. I'm talking about myself. I do not really see something where I can use it directly in front of my mind. But I know from experience that these things are very handy from time to time, right? Very handy. the question I'm actually going to ask myself, or that we need to ask ourselves, is do we really need all that stuff? That's what I'm asking for. Do we really need that? Aren't we happy with what we already have? Aren't we happy with C or C++ or maybe Rust or something? I don't know. How many languages do still need to come? Because now it's ZIG and Rust and Odin, and what's going to be in 2 years, right? What's going to be the next C killer, you know? What's going to do that? I have no clue. Man, I think we need to basically build something with it in another stream or something. Just build with it instead of, now we have the basics, right? Now I want to do these allocators. This makes these enums seems just straightforward. I want to do these allocators because that's gonna kind of nice, right? So I'm gonna delete everything. Just enum, fuck that, points. Maybe we need that point, to be honest. Let's keep the point, huh? Let's delete that. Let's delete everything in this function. All right, allocators. How do we do that? Let's search it. Allocate. What I'm gonna do is this. Fuck that. How to allocate memory on the heap in ZIG. Carl Sigen. This guy is gonna learn it. Gonna learn us it. It's gonna teach us it. The heap. The heap is a third and final memory area at our disposal. Compared to both global data and the call stack, the heap is a bit of a wild west. Anything goes. Specifically, within the heap, we can create memory at runtime with a runtime known size and have a complete control over its lifetime. Wow, that's so beautiful, man. That's so beautiful. Well, we'll be talking about allocators shortly. The GPA is going to be the general purpose allocator. That's what I want. The GPA. Copy paste. Feels good, innit? Copy pasting stuff. Paste it in here. Alright. Okay, now we have this allocator thing, and the goal, well, what ZIG basically does is if you need to allocate something on the heap in these functions or something, it always has an argument to pass a custom allocator. That's what I think. That's what I read about it. That's what I saw in videos and yada yada yada. Let's see. Okay, I see. So DelCX is telling us basically official docs are slowly being updated, but there is no much push behind it before 1.0. Makes a lot of sense. C will still be written 20 years from now, of course, because you cannot replace a system that's already online. The same with Java, it runs on billion devices. Are we gonna go in this rabbit hole? I don't think so. Java, C++, C Sharp, all that stuff is gonna stay forever. You know what I mean? It's gonna stay forever. And believe it or not, there are always going to be more jobs in Java, C++, C, Python than ZIG, Rust, Golang, Elixir, Gleam combined. And call all the buddies, all the languages combined, still will not have 50% of the jobs for all these other ones, right? So if you think about this and you really want to have some advice, learn Java, C++, or C Sharp, and you're gonna have a good life. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a very good life. Why? Because if you learn Java, and you're very good at Java, you will enter the corporate world of programming. It basically means you're gonna wear a suit and a tie, kinda, right? No hoodie, no tattoos, no earrings, you know what I mean? You're gonna have a beautiful black pants with a white chemise and a tie. And you're gonna code on your ThinkPad, you know what I mean? On your ThinkPad. And you're gonna code 8 hours a day in the corporate world. But don't be mistaken, because in Belgium, a Java or a Kotlin, which is basically Java but different, earns 20k between 17 and 20k a month. And that's no fucking lie. I swear to fucking God, in Belgium, if you're a senior Java developer, engineer, a senior Kotlin engineer earns between 16 and 20k a month. Independently, right? If you're an independent contractor. You know what it is? That's basically... Yeah, right. If you go freelance. Yeah, if you go freelance. Guys, listen. I'm running companies, right? I have some... I know that. You know what I mean? I know what we pay. You know what I mean? This is no joke. I don't do that. I'm not gonna scam you because I don't teach you Java, so that would be against my own fucking business. You know what I mean? I don't even have a Java course. I don't even can write Java. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And of course, if you go React or JavaScript or Elixir, how do you say that? Elixir. I said Elixir, and the prime thinks it was so sexy. Or even Rust, you're gonna earn 20k a month, a year. You know what I mean? It's gonna be completely different. You know. Or even JavaScript. Keep it simple and make money. Java. I'm Dutch, guys. What do I need to say? Java? Java. Okay, cool. JavaScript. Java. It's gonna be Java with the J. Van non de J. Non de Java. You know what I mean? What the fuck? That's crazy. Hey, don't need to believe me, but that's what it is. Keep it simple, keep it boring, use a suit and a tie, and it's GG. Anyway, we were here. With Rust, you can get paid a ton, but issue is that... so the problem is, guys, the problem with Rust, and the problem with ZIG, and the problem with all these low-level languages is that they are very binary. I'm gonna explain here. Can somebody clip this? Or mark this thing. Mark it. Man, I'm so fucking sick. What's going on? How do we do the Xcali draw, right? Yeah, we were doing this. So, how does it work? Let's say you have this pool of jobs, right? A pool of jobs. JavaScript jobs. JavaScript. To be honest, can we click this? I hate these things. JavaScript, HTML, the web, HTML, CSS, all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Soy dev stuff. I take that back. This is the pool, and what's gonna happen is that if you're a developer, these are the developers, I know, right? And you only have, for example, how can I do? I'm gonna do it like this, to be honest, right? You're a developer and you have like, you're not too good in JavaScript, but you know your way, you know what I mean? You're like only this good, right? Let's say mid, you're not junior, you're not senior, you're mid. It's gonna be easy to find a job in the JavaScript world, right? Because they're gonna guide you and it's all gonna be fine. That's a non-binary job. Everybody in the spectrum from Timmy could be a Timmy. How do you write Timmy? Could be a Timmy, or you could be a Chad. Right? And this is gonna be to be determined, right? Who knows what that is? You're a Timmy or you're a Chad, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna find a JavaScript job if you do your best hard enough. Fake it till you fucking make it, baby. All right. The kind of the same thing goes with Golang. A little bit, but difficult. Golang. In Golang, you need to have, let's say you need to be here, right? In Golang. So if we take the Timmy scale, right? Let's open up the Timmy scale here. To be honest, this line is too straight for me. It's too straight. We cannot do that. It needs to be a little bit wanky, right? This is going to be the Timmy scale, right? You're going to be a Timmy here, and you're going to be a Chad here, right? In Golang, you need to be here. You cannot be a Timmy, and you cannot be a question mark. You need to be at a certain point of your goods, right? You know what I mean? You need to know your shit. You need pointers, microservices, blah 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 blah. Golang. You know what I mean? You don't need to be a Chad, but a little bit. Nothing to do with senior, junior. Is to do with, are you a Timmy or are you a Chad or are you something in between, right? Golang. All right. Listen. Now we are coming in the spectrum of Rust and actually ZIG. It's the same thing. It's actually the same. Rust, ZIG. Let's call something else. I don't know. Rest. Actually, that's fine. In Rust and ZIG, on the Timmy scale, you're not gonna get hired unless you're here. You need to be a Chad. That basically means you need to know your shit, right? You need to know allocators, you need to know pointers, why memory, why heap, why stack. You need to know everything, right? You need to know the language, everything. Everything. There is no binary, maybe I'm an entry-level Rust engineer. No. If you want to land a job in Rust, most of the time, they look for somebody that has the experience, the full package, right? No junior shenanigans, no Timmy shenanigans, no mediocre, have some weekend warrior experience with Rust, but actually I do not know what I'm doing. No, they want to have somebody that knows everything. And that's why it's hard to get these jobs, because nobody knows everything about these languages, you know what I mean? Some people do, right? Some people had the luck to love the language and to write a lot of stuff in their free time, find a job and scaled up, and now they know everything. Did a lot of open source work. They're gonna get hired like a snapshot, you know what I mean? That's how you basically do that. Rust and ZIG, you need to be a low level guru. Yeah, guru. They look at somebody coming from CPP, something like that. Somebody from C, somebody from CPP, somebody that knows that shit. Somebody that struggles, right? Somebody that knows what the struggle is. Somebody that knows why it's danger. What's danger, right? What I'm doing can be dangerous. Why? Because they shoot themselves in the foot. They don't even have foot anymore. They have like their shoes look like fucking cheese holes. You know what I mean? Because they shoot so many times in their own fucking feet. They can't even walk anymore. That's the guys they need, because they know why these things happen in these languages, right? People come from JavaScript and they're gonna learn Rust and they don't know what the fuck is going on. Cannot borrow moved value. They don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? They don't know. They're getting clapped on the cheeks, bang, 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 with some knees like a bam, bam. They got clapped the whole fucking day, man, by the rest borough checker. Like, boom! It's crazy. And they don't know why, you know what I mean? Oh, I love wrist, I'm so happy. But blood bleed is coming out of their eyes and their noses. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Anyway. I'm sorry for this little debacle. Back to allocators. Alright, we have the GPA allocator, which is basically the general purpose allocator from ZIG, right? So we're gonna allocate something on the heap. It takes some long time, not gonna lie. Where are we doing this? So the Timmy scale, very important to understand, right? The Timmy scale. Okay, this guy had some cool, so we have the next two lines are important ones. Array is try allocator allocate some size, try get random count. What's that? It's a random count. Okay, yeah. Defer allocator free or array. I like that. Oh man, let's know what's going on here. Okay, we're gonna copy everything. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we always did. That's what basically brought us here. You know what I mean? That's what feeds the mouths of our kids, right? That's what brings money on the table. And that's basically copy, paste, and waste. That's what we do. Get random count. We don't have this function. That's a little bit annoying. So what it's gonna do is basically it's going to say, listen, allocate me an array with this size. So we could do something like this, right? We don't need to copy paste everything directly. We could say 100 or something, right? And then we need to do array length is gonna be the same thing, right? Hopefully, I don't know. Let's just do that. It's not gonna work because we have a void. And we have a try here. What did we learn in the beginning of the stream? That the bang basically stands for this can maybe return an error. Right? No questions asked any further. Boom. Beautiful. So now we allocated this array on the heap. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, not gonna lie. And you have multiple allocates, and I think you can also write your own allocator, and I like that idea a lot, right? I like the idea that you can write a library, right? You can write a library, and users can use a default allocator or something, but they can also kind of change the way things are getting allocated. And I'm looking at game engines, I'm looking at specific games, I'm looking at particle engines, I'm looking at maybe, yeah, I'm looking at these things where maybe allocating things differently are beneficial. What do you think about that? Or you agree with me? Which VS Code theme are you using? I'm using Groovebox. Dark, hard, contrast. Very important because you also have the color scheme. You also have the Groovebox soft. And on this channel, we ban the word soft. We are always hard as a man. You know what I mean? Not even medium. Hard. Dark and hard. That's what it's all about. You can also just go and read general purpose allocator source code. It's surprisingly pretty readable. This Andrew is the MVP of today's stream, not gonna lie. Without Andrew, we were in big trouble. So he said to me, you can use the general purpose allocator thing. Can we actually do GD and do this thing? We can, look at that. Poof. Yeah, this is ooh, a dummy mutex. What did we learn? What did we learn about mutexes? What's the first thing you need to do if you hear the word or read the word mutex? You replace it with the word bottleneck. Right? Const bottleneck init. That's no good. Config.bottleneck type. Not good. Right? std thread.bottleneck. We don't want that. Dummy bottleneck. Const dummy bottleneck. Lock dummy bottleneck. Unlock dummy bottleneck. How many times did you hear bottleneck in a code? If you read more than 2 times bottleneck in somebody's code, you need to do something about it. No, of course not. Mutex are very, very useful, but I'm just saying that a tip that I can give you: if you write some kind of a system and you think you need to use a mutex, try to replace mutex with bottleneck, and maybe you're gonna think about it differently, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, this sounds pretty good written, but if you need to read this, it could be an assessment for you guys when the stream is done. You can actually just read this. Look at that. Actually, look at VS Code. It changes. Look at this. This line stays on top. Look at that. Look, so it's gonna scroll, and now this thing is gonna stick on top. Look at this. That's new. Amazing. And I didn't need to configure anything for that. Man, maybe VS Code is better than we think. Next video, I'm gonna make one about VS Code. Actually, what I also need to do is I'm also gonna make a video about the error returns in handlers in Golang. I made this video yesterday, and people were so angry. Like, no, Anthony, what are you telling me? Handlers do not need to return an error because they're running in a Go routine, and they have no clue. They don't know what's going on. And I need to teach them a lesson. On all the naysayers, on all the haters. I need to come up and stand for my opinion. And tomorrow, I'm gonna release that video where I'm gonna prove all those guys wrong for once and for all. Do you think V is better than ZIG? Problem with V is V feels better, feels a little bit more loosey-goosey. But the problem is that V is not adopted. That's the problem, right? What has V? A programming language is actually as good as the community. You need to understand that, right? There are so many good programming languages ID concepts that are not very popular because there is no marketing behind it, right? And if there is no marketing behind it, hey, then it's GG, well played, right? It's not gonna work. That's what happens, right? And ZIG has Bun, right? Which is the Node runtime, and it has some other stuff. So yeah, that's very good. And then you have Rust, you have the Mozilla thingy, and you have Rust and crypto is being used for basically everything these days. So yeah, Rust has a lot of traction because a lot of money. It's Mozilla, you know what I mean? It has a lot of sponsors, right? And Golang is Google, so Kubernetes, we don't need to go. Golang is just GOAT, right? Golang is goated. Golang is set, right? Golang will never go away. Rust, we don't know. ZIG, we don't know, right? We have no clue, but Golang is yeah. That language is very, very well matured, right? Of course, JavaScript, TypeScript also. Elixir, who knows? I don't know. Rust Foundation that keeps shooting itself in the foot. That's collected too. I don't know what's going on with the Rust Foundation. I mean, they have such a good community, especially with Prime. Back in the day, Prime made a lot of videos about Rust, but I think he also stopped doing that, Primegen, because I don't see that much Rust videos anymore. So I think a lot of people, Rust basically clapped. They did it wrong, unfortunately, right? Prime is on the Go train now. Yeah, for sure, because yeah. He's moved to using Go full time. Is that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. There's gonna be I cannot promise, but we are cooking something, right? We are cooking something. There's gonna be some kind of maybe a combined stream, but it's not gonna be about Go. It's gonna be about VS Code and Vim probably, right? We're gonna. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. But maybe there is something very soon. We will see. It would be cool. It would be cool for me to be involved in the scene. I mean, 100k subscribers is on the horizon. The silver plaque. You know what I mean? Each time I bring a girl to my home, I can say, look at that. 100k subscribers, baby. Woohoo! We made it! You know what I mean? Yeah, he said he's trying Go for a year. Yeah. Odin is another interesting language. Yes, that's true. And I already wrote a lot of stuff in Odin. Games. I wrote some kind of a basic editor in Odin on Patreon. Very simple and not too many videos about it. So don't subscribe to the Patreon just for that because you're going to be demotivated. Don't do it. You're going to be disappointed. Odin is nice. Odin is a very nice language. I like Odin a lot. I don't know. I like it more than ZIG, but ZIG is more. No, Odin is actually very good, guys. The problem is that, yeah, there's not much marketing, right? I'm looking. Somewhere between Go and C, that's true. Odin, listen, Odin is very, very good. It's very straightforward. It's very simple. It's nice. It's good. It's beautiful. Right? Yeah. God fucking damn, I'm so fucking tired. AWS Lambo. Yeah, for a year. Oh yeah, okay, it's nice. But the thing is, guys, you need to understand. Why do you think Prime is learning Go right now? Why do you think? Right? Because you have Rust. And look at that, guys. Let's open up this stupid Excalibur. I like it. I love it so much, right? Let's draw a Timmy line. Oh man, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna draw a Timmy line here. Timmy line. No, we're gonna draw a spectrum, and it's gonna be the spectrum of getting things done. You know what I mean? That's the spectrum. And this is basically I'm not getting things done, which is a sad thingy. But we're gonna make I cannot draw, so it's actually not a good idea. And then actually, to be honest, what can I do here? Anyway, there's actually this is actually a very weird thing. But this is gonna be the complexity scale. The time complexity getting things done scale. That's what it is. The time complexity getting things done scale. The TCGTDS. Very important aspect in programming. You might did not know this, but now you know. It's basically a scale where you're gonna have some kind of faces. It's a little bit weird, right? It's like a sad face, a smiley face, and a sad face again. That's programming, you know what I mean? So it's basically the thing is here that JavaScript, right? You have JavaScript here, which is basically you're sad. Why? Because it's you're getting things done, but it's just slow, and you need to basically open up 25 gigabytes of Node.js modules and all that stuff, right? So the thing is that if you need to do something, if you need to make something real quick, or you need to make a script, or you need to open up a CSV file or something, you're gonna go to GS or Python, right? Python is also here. Look at that. This thing was already incalculated that it's gonna be the lag of the P. It's gonna be Python, and then you have Ruby, for example, right? Ruby, Ru. Let's do Ruby because it's just no. Yada 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 yada. You want to do something quick? You grab to JavaScript, Python, Ruby, right? Most of the time I use Python real quick. Copy paste some stuff from the internet, right? Stack Overflow, ChatGPT. Copy paste. Press enter. If it compiles, GG, well played. The problem is that there's a lot of Python dependency hell. Ruby, like, it's like, do I have long nails? You know what I mean? Do I have long nails that are dyed pink? I don't think so, right? So then you have, of course, these languages here, which is Go. What's going on here? It's Go, which basically is, you cannot write it that easy as JavaScript, Python, or Ruby because these are basically dynamic languages. But still, Golang is very easy to write, right? It's statically typed, but this type system is so garbage that it's easy, you know? You can just make things and it infers and you can, the standard library, you don't need to have dependencies. Everything just works. Reading a file, you don't need to do anything. You want a web server real quick because you want to, I don't know, send some porn to a friend of yours. Easy peasy, everything in the STD, baby. And then you have Rust, right? Then you have Rust and ZIG and Odin. It's like, ah, man. It's good for making a game because it's fast. It's good for making a language parser or a compiler, all that stuff. All nice. But for being efficient and getting things done on the TCG TDS scale, it's a problem. You're not gonna grab Rust if you want to quickly open up a file and send it to somebody, or you want to gather some mails and or you know what I mean, these simple things, these simple tooling stuff. You're not gonna use Rust and ZIG, and if you do, don't do it. You know what I mean? You're gonna grab to these things, right? So I think Go and maybe some other languages are basically perfectly in the sweet spot here of being mid, right? That's why Go is mid. Go is mid. You know what I mean? And just because it's mid, it's actually legit, right? Because it's general purpose and it serves getting things done quickly, and it also serves getting things done in complexity, but also speed, momentum, and violence. So it's a middleman that suits everyone. You know what I mean? It's the Tinder date. Everybody wants to swipe to the right. That's Golang. And that's why the Primogen is doing that, because he wants to make stuff. He's a builder, right? He wants to get things done quickly with something that's mid, and that's Go. All right? Do you understand? Man, what's going on here? Man. I need a doctor. There is also a mix of Go Rust, which is the V language. Yes, 100% agree. The problem is that the V language has no engine. The V language has no fuel. What do I mean by that? It has no marketing power. It has no money behind it. That's the problem. Like I said, there are so many good languages out there, but most of them are not coming to the... Like, for example, Gleam. Gleam. The Gleam lang. Gleam is basically another language built on top of the Erlang VM, just like Elixir. Elixir is basically a Ruby copy, but faster and more, you know, it's basically built on top of... It's Erlang with a Ruby-ish syntax. But we all hate the Ruby-ish syntax. So what's happening is that they made Gleam, which is basically Rust kind of syntax. You know what I mean? It's kind of pubfn. It's Rust, but on the Erlang VM. Spawn task, we already know that from Elixir. The same thing. I like this, by the way. These thingies is amazing, like pipe operator. It's the same thing. The same shitty errors. You know what I mean? The same shit. Shit. I'm gonna tell you. I was working for this company. Nash.io. I was working for this company years and years ago. And they have everything written in Elixir. Everything. Their whole matching engine. Their whole fucking stack is in Elixir. Their whole stack. And it was a pain in the fucking ass. Making in Hello World, very nice. Using, what is it called? Phoenix framework, amazing. But then it's getting complexer, and you need to have supervisors and and this and that, and then you need to have Erlang packages here because it doesn't exist. And before you know, you're going to kill yourself with the most painful death that you can ever have experience. That's what's gonna happen. Been there, done that. Everything seems good on paper until scale comes into play, right? Until scale comes into play. And that's why, if you can have a very simple language that is so simple that it's disgustingly ugly, and you're hated because it's so simple and you cannot do fancy stuff, and you feel like a moron. Why? Because you cannot do fancy stuff. You feel like an idiot. Why? Because you cannot do fancy stuff. These languages, they win. Why? Because they can scale without too much of a complexity. That's it. So, back to Gleam. The problem with Gleam is that there is no money behind it. No money, no marketing. No marketing, no users, no users. The language is gonna die. Simple as that. Yeah, and also besides that, Elixir and Gleam is also functional languages. And I mean, guys, again, do I need to say it again? Do I need to draw the Timmy line again? Timmy line, Timmy here. If your name is Timmy, I'm so sorry. If your name is Tim or Timmy, I'm so sorry, right? This is not you. This is just something. And this is the chat. This is the chat. I can't even type anymore. Chat Timmy, right? I don't even know what I want to say. That's how my brain works. This is like how tired I am. What do I want to do here actually? Oh yeah, so basically this is the Timmy line. So if this is functional programming, how do you call that? That's a lambda thing. Functional programming. Functional programming. Here are all the Timmies, you know what I mean? All the developers in the world. They don't know what I mean. They see functional and they see recursion and all that stuff, and they cannot even install, they cannot even do a git commit decently, you know what I mean? The Timmies, you know them, right? The Timmies that buy 20,000 courses but still cannot print hello worlds in JavaScript. So hey, that's fine, right? You need to start somewhere. And most of the time, these Timmies will transform into chats over time. But there are a lot of Timmies that will stay a Timmy forever, you know what I mean? And the problem with functional is that functional is for OCaml, it's not for everyone. It's for the chats, you know what I mean? It's for people that actually know why functional could be good, right? What's the benefits of functional? People that can embrace the benefits of it and can understand why. That the Timmies can't, right? So all these languages are not popular because the majority of the developer spectrum are Timmies. Exactly. Timmy. How do you build such a muscle, my bro? It's so skinny as tiny Timmy. Erlang is just a pain in the ass. It is. Erlang is it is a very nice language, not gonna lie. The whole concept, OTP, supervised, all that stuff, actors, I love it. The syntax is just, again, you're gonna kill yourself with the most painful death that you're ever gonna experience. How it went with ZIG. I think I like ZIG. The problem is that we need to really build something from it. The thing is like, do we want that, guys? So we did an exploration here, and I think we need to do it more. And this was kind of a steep exploration. We did arrays, we did some structures, pointers, enums we checked, we did a lot of shit talking also. It's fine. We did allocators, so it's fine. All the rest is in depth. That's something we need if you really want to learn it. So this is what I would do. And if I'm interested in learning the language, I would go much deeper if I want to. By building something like a simple TCP server or a chat app or something very simple. Just because that's, yeah, That gives you a good idea on how you build real world products with something like that. Or maybe a game or something that's maybe more appropriate, right? I think building a TCP server in ZIG, why would you, right? Nah. Build a game, build something else. I don't know, you will figure it out. It's beautiful. All right, so yeah, maybe we can try out Gleam in the next in some other stream. I'm gonna do this more so we can actually, and then we're gonna see what sticks, right? If I like something, we can write more things into. I need to sneeze again. Oh, I'm so sorry. So basically, my neighbors, man, is but hey, I'm home alone. You know what I mean? I'm a free man. Nobody lives in my house. It's all for me alone. Isn't that amazing? I'm like the Bachelor. It's crazy, man. The Bachelor. I can do what I want. Something that I can recommend to people. Be free. You know what I mean? I have a dog. That's a responsibility for sure. So that's what we're gonna do. Learning more, because always writing Go is fine, but I wanna actually also expand more stuff and teach people other stuff, right? Or maybe people can teach me more stuff. I think that's cool. I think that's amazing. GDA name, yeah, I know, built a whole ass game in a single stream, but GDA is on another level, you know what I mean? GDA is on another level. He's a very, yeah. The thing is, do we want that, right? Do we really want that? The man did a fish road. Duh. Don't you have neighbors? Yeah, on one side. So I have, my house is like one side I have neighbors, on the other side there is garden, right? So it's a half open building, right? And yeah, whatever. But this is like very good isolated, right? It's like I have all these sound panels and all that stuff, so it's good. It's fine. You know what I mean? Conclusion. We did a lot of Timmy lines. The question about this, guys: on which side of the spectrum are you? You could be a Timmy. Most of you are gonna be a Timmy. And I mean, how many viewers are you? I have no fucking clue, but you're gonna be a lot of Timmys in here, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine, because everybody once was a Timmy. You know what I mean? Once upon a time, and maybe I am still a Timmy. I don't know. Once upon a time, guys, I was also a Timmy. They called me Aunt Timmy. They called me Aunt Timmy. I was a Timmy, just like you. Let me group this real quick. Group selection. And I learned, and I grinded, and I cried a lot of tears. You know what I mean? All my tears that could never be erased by all the pain I went through learning all these languages. JavaScript, PHP, Python. I need to sneeze again. You see, I'm still very emotional. When I was a Timmy, if I need to think back, when I was a Timmy, I'm very emotional about that time. And I climbed my way to success because I knew that Reddit, and I knew that Twitter, and I knew that all these gurus were basically trying to confuse me with all their magic. Hocus pocus. They wanted to confuse me. Architecture, folder structure, variable names. Come to us. Come to us, Anthony. And I said, I'm going my own way. And before I knew, I reached the line. The Chad line. It's the line. It's the moment in your life. It's the moment in your career. You're going to become a Chad. You're going to become from a Timmy to a Chad. It's this big fucking wide line. They call it the wide line. The problem is that I'm a I'm a white man. And what do we know about white men? White men can't jump. So I jumped, but I failed. You know what I mean? I failed. I fall down to the ground. But my voice looked like Darth Vader, guys. My voice is over, man. I swear to God, when I end this stream, it's over. You know what I mean? If I die, I cannot even ask for help because my voice is gonna be depleted. But I jumped over the wall, but we cannot jump, so I fall and I stand back up. You know what I mean? I stand back up like, what the fuck is this? Boom! I stand back up and I jumped again and I fall again. You know what I mean? Compiler errors. Nil pointer dereferences. Again. Boom. TypeScript any. Boom. Again. You know what I mean? And I jumped again. Sure. Huh. WordPress. Huh. Ha. Boom. Again. You know what I mean? But I grew as a developer. And I grew. And I grew. And I was stronger. And had more experience. Until the point I could jump the Timmy line and became a chat. That's my story, guys. And that's the same thing you need to do. You know what I mean? And by this beautiful story, I'm gonna end the stream because I think I need to take some strepsils for my throat. You know what I mean? So, thank you very much. He becomes Godzilla. Cho'Gath. Timmy, until you discover Go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being on the stream today. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow. I'm gonna stream very soon. It's gonna be GG every day, guys, right? I'm gonna be here every day. We're gonna do some cool stuff. Let me know what you think about the stream here. Of course, check out the links in the description, yada yada yada. Yeah, the stream is like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. It's very hard to basically do a lot of stuff with it, but it's just like inspecting the basics and see if we want to stick to it. It's the same like a first date, right? It's a first date. Are we going on a second? Let me